You know, guys, there's something that was in my mind as I was just recording a video about the Garden of Eden. And that is the return to source, the return to light. You know, this reality all around us is filled with colour. But we've all seen light refracting through a prism. And when light refracts through a prism, the original pure source of light bends out into different colours and creates what we call the rainbow. But this light here, this light is distorted by the prism of our flesh. This light is distorted by the prism of the refraction that takes part with regards to refraction with the different bodies of matter that are vibrating inside this consciousness. And you know, the ultimate goal spiritually is to return yourself. To return yourself to that original source of light. Because this is the rainbow right here. You're walking in it. You're listening to me in it now. That's why I always say, be careful of the light you consume. Light's a powerful thing. And the message that can be given to you by those which have learned to mimic God and manipulate light, just as I'm doing now with my camera and the laptop or phone that you're watching me on. But the main controller of light on this planet, as we all know, is the mainstream media. So they can choose the light that goes into you. And when they choose the light that goes into you, you can't collapse those wave particles into your eyes and receive the photon or the message that God might want to plant inside your being, because you're always receiving their photons from their technology. And this makes you almost like the living dead if you absorb too much of it. But what you need to try and realize is that you're walking in the rainbow. And the rainbow is where you will always live in your flesh until you pass through the prism and back to the original source of light. And the prism is your flesh. And the way to pass through it is to sacrifice it or to crucify it. Now, you don't physically need to go and nail yourself to a cross, but your five senses must die. And your five senses must die whilst preserving the fact that you're alive. So your five senses have to die how? Well, the only way to kill them is meditation. The only way to kill them is to take no thought for your life. And when you do, the five senses will be gone. And, just as it is in Greek mysticism, the levels of consciousness, earth, water, air, fire, new mind, beta, alpha, theta, delta, quintessence. When you kill your five senses, and the Roman soldier comes and pokes you in the ribs with his spear to check if you're dead, and your body receives its fifth wound, and water comes out with blood, then you have raised up to the next level of consciousness, because your five senses have been crucified. Now, when you do that, you pass through the prism. When you pass through the prism, you're still inside the rainbow, of course, but your face is blinded by the original source of light. And this is an internal and a physical thing. You feel it. You feel yourself realign. You feel yourself where your consciousness goes to the point where, yes, this is beautiful, but you understand that if you are to enjoy its beauty, you must internally seek the energy that returns you back to that origin of light, the pure original source of light that we call God. And you access that by elevating your consciousness, silencing your mind, elevating yourself out of the flesh and reaching the place that I like to refer to as the field. And when you get into the field, can begin to hear God's song, whatever it might be. Be able to hear his angels. Your heart will roar. And you say to him, I don't want to go back. He says you have to, because I need more people to look through the prism. Far too many people are hurting inside the rainbow, and they don't know their way back out of it. And that's ultimately the story of Jesus, the story of Buddha, Krishna. They were just trying to show you the way to go back through the prism, away from the rainbow to the original source of light. Okay, I'm gonna get off and enjoy the rest of this evening. God bless, guys. Bye.
You'll hear something like this, once in a while, yeah, once in a while. You will go very far, and you will do the work at hand. But when you're done, you will go home, right where you've been all along.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, as it really helps us to grow the channel and with it help more children here in Tanzania. Also, don't forget you can support our work by sharing with children in crisis here. Be it sharing for a particular need or even sharing one-on-one support for education, housing, food and medical care. It can be done for as little as the cost of a cup of coffee a week back in the West after all. Just visit www.sharetanzania.co.uk to find out more. Lastly, remember you can also support us via Patreon, www.patreon.com/featherstail, and help keep us here in Tanzania to continue our work. The links for the website and for the Patreon are in the description box of this video. Love and light, guys. See you soon.